Let me see if I get a sale. Okay, we are live on Facebook as promoted and promised yesterday. This is Larry Gordon for the Five Towns Jewish Times. And we're four people. And, well, actually five if you count the voice on the GPS. We don't know what her name is, but that's the GPS. We're on the way to Washington, D.C. To pay tributes and celebrate Chanukah with the President of the United States, of course, Donald J. Trump. And as you can hear, the GPS is very active. We're about to get onto the Verrazano Bridge. Let me introduce you to our contestants. First, we're with Joe Stamm right here. We're in his car, actually. Joe, good morning.
Good morning.
Joe is the CEO of MedReview and major healthcare player. I guess here in the United States, here in New York for sure, right?
We are operating throughout the United States.
So this is not your first Chanukah party in the White House, right?
No, this is now going to be, Mr. Shem, the fourth one. Twice with President Obama, and this is now going to be the second time with President Trump.
Well, you know, this is my first Chanukah party at the White House. I usually like staying close to my office and not venturing out too far unless it's by airplane.
This is safer.
And, oh, by the way, here's Maurice Bortz. There you go, Maurice. Say good morning. Keep your
Good morning.
Keep your eyes on the road. Okay, we're on the Verrazano Bridge right now. As you can see, I'll turn the phone around. We're on the lower level of the Verrazano Bridge. I don't know, is the lower level cheaper than the upper level?
Yeah.
It's all the same price, I think.
70%, yeah.
All right, okay. So, also back here with me is my good old buddy, Ezra Friedlander.
Hi.
Ezra is busy at work. Not only are we going to the White House Chanukah party, but Ezra's busy on the next event. You know, as you can see, I don't know what the event is. I've just been overhearing him speak on the phone about scheduling something in Washington for next week. And intermittently throughout the day, we're going to be reporting to our viewers here on Facebook Live about the events of the day to celebrate Chanukah. So, what are we looking forward to today?
We're looking forward to being present in the White House for the Hanukkah reception, which I feel is an affirmation of the acceptance of the Jewish community. It's important to highlight, and for me, the Hanukkah party symbolizes a stark contrast. And I think about it every time I walk into the White House, but especially during Hanukkah. In 1943, 400 rabbis were refused entry by then President Roosevelt when they tried to impress upon the Roosevelt administration to save the remnants of European Jewry who were being murdered. And the doors were literally closed in their faces. And today, the President of the United States opens the doors to celebrate Hanukkah. So for me, it's not just a party, but it's also very symbolic of how far we've come and how much we need to still accomplish.
Joe, you want to add to that?
Yeah, I first of all, Ezra described it very, very eloquently. But to me, it's also to show appreciation. We were invited, but it's very important for us to show appreciation to the president. I think that President Trump has been the most favorable president toward Israel than any president in the history of the United States. And that he was the president that moved the embassy to Yerushalayim, which we're very thankful. And he has been supportive throughout his 2 years as president. He put in the UN Nikki Haley, who I believe was the greatest UN spokesperson that we have had. And so we need to really express our appreciation for everything that he has done.
All right, great. Thank you, Joe. Joe Stamm of MedReview. Ezra Friedlander with us here in the car, Maurice Bortz, and we're going to, like I said, being reporting to you intermittently throughout the day and tell you what it's like with, I guess, hundreds, maybe more than 1,000 people. How many people are expected?
There are two receptions.
Yeah.
I think each reception probably will include 200 or 300 people.
So you're talking about hundreds of people ascending on Washington, D.C. And the president's going to be making remarks, I understand, and we will be reporting to you throughout the day. So for now, this is Larry Gordon of the Five Towns Jewish Times, somewhere on the Staten Island Expressway, on the way to the New Jersey Turnpike, south, I'm assuming, right? Of course, we have to go south, down to Washington, D.C., so be in touch. We'll be in touch with you.
Very nice. How many people watched us?
I'll tell you in a second.